What's up, world? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be notified. Today, I kind of want to touch on the story of 5 alleged gang members being arrested for the murder of Chicago rapper FBG Duck from last year. Now, if you don't know the story, which everybody pretty much should, this young brother was shot and killed last year in broad daylight. He said in the upscale neighborhood. They say he was shopping for his son for his birthday. And 2 cars pulled up, I think shot off at least 30 shots, killed him, I think injured 2 other people, and sped off, and no other news came out about the case. Until about a week ago, the police came out and said they arrested 5 guys that was involved, that they say was involved with the murder. Now, they say that they put the indictment, like an 18-page indictment. When you read the indictment, they, arrested these guys for the RICO Act. Kind of like the same thing they got, same law they use against R. Kelly, saying that they got a criminal enterprise and their actions was based on trying to maintain this criminal enterprise and to make it grow in stature. So I guess killing this young rapper, this young brother, was supposed to make the gang better or what have you. So anyway, I want to touch on a few things. And one of the things I want to say is that I felt was kind of glossed over, with all the stories out, because I've read like a bunch of articles and I've watched a few news clippings. And not a lot of articles are making a big deal about how these brothers got caught using through YouTube videos. And to me, that's a disturbing thing, especially with the youngsters, because we always say, us as quote unquote old people, that these kids will do anything for likes, for views, or for likes, they do these little stupid challenges, slap a teacher, or eat cinnamon, or set your hand on fire, or knockout challenge, stupid things just to get jump off a bridge, whatever, just to get likes and views. And it's no different on the streets. Youngsters are youngsters. So these cats get on there and the police say they catch them because these guys go online bragging about their crimes, brandishing guns, brandishing money, brandishing drugs, smoking weed, all this kind of stuff. And the youngsters, being young and dumb and don't understand the law, they think, oh, well, man, they don't understand. They don't know if it's a real gun, or they don't know if these are real drugs, or I'm just rapping, Man, it's been people who've been put in jail. Shout out to Big Lurch. That brother, and we're talking back in the 90s, before this internet and this YouTube stuff, put in jail Tupac, rest in peace, Tupac. There have been rappers way before this social media stuff came that whose lyrics, just lyrics alone, have been used against them in order to build a case against them for the prosecution. So you can cancel that out, saying that it's just rap music. And then if you got anything that looks like a gun, looks like drugs, give these cats probable cause to come and search your property. And then they can put plants. They could arrest one of your boys. Everybody's supposed to be hard, but what's going to happen? They're going to arrest one of your boys. They're going to arrest your girl. They're going to threaten him for taking the kids. They're going to threaten him by putting him in jail and telling everybody he'll snitch if he don't snitch. We all know the police do this. And they come back, and now they got their plan. And then it's all downhill from there. So, but like I said, I don't understand the point of going online and just giving them the evidence, just showing them the evidence they need to put you away for the rest of your life. I could never understand it, but I think the problem is this. I think there's not enough men in the communities. I don't care if you're in the projects. I don't care if you're middle class. I don't care if you're rich. If you got a strong family structure, you got strong male role models, it makes a big difference in the community. Hands down. You can't deny it. But when you got men who are not in the community, when you got a lot of guys who are in jail, or dead, or old, or, died of diabetes and heart attacks and stuff like that because of the diet, takes these men out of the community. Those who might have made mistakes when they was young, and then when they get older, they can like, look, this is what we did. We did it wrong. Let me tell you how you need to do it. And you can teach these youngsters how to do things, and make better communities for our people. But without that, you leave kids to raise themselves. You got a lot of single mothers, grandparents who don't have time to really watch the kids grow up because they working, or grandparents are too old to chase the kids around when they get older, can't deal with them. And you setting your people up for failure. For as long as I can remember growing up, we all knew that the police know everything. No matter what you think, no matter how long you think you're getting away with something, police know where all the trap houses are, they know all the dope spots, they know where all the stash houses. They know where all this stuff is. The ones that's making money, and the little baby ones, they probably don't know where that's at. You sell like nickel bags at your mama's house, they probably know about that. But if you got like stash, if you got houses, oh yeah, they know where it's at. So the problem is you're either not big enough for them to come after you right now, or the feds are watching you, and they're going to let the evidence build up for a couple of years before they come raid you and take everything and put you in jail for life. Matter of fact, there's a story out of Dallas a few months ago where there's two rival gangs on the south side who control two uninhabited apartment buildings, running dope out of both of them. Now they're rival gangs now, and they're running these two houses. You got a raid a few months ago by the feds, who said that they've been watching this place for 2 years. So again, you can sit here and you thinking you living in a post side of town, you got all these brand new cars and you're driving around and you got all this money and this jewelry flashing around. Come on now. White folks see it. The police see it. They're gonna get you eventually. You can lie to yourself, but it's bound to happen. So I wish a lot more of these brothers would. If you had to get in that business and you made a little money, get out. Try to use that money for like legitimate businesses. And then, leave the illegal stuff alone, because man, as long as you keep doing, they're gonna get you. They are going to get you. But with that being said too, I wanted to touch on a few other pointers that I got here. A few other questions I had, and wonder if anybody else are wondering or thinking the same thing I'm thinking. So, one of the big things I want to ask is, what kind of programs do they have in these neighborhoods? Because if you go by what the news say, and even like say the youngsters that's on the internet themselves and bragging about everything, Chicago or Southside Chicago, whatever part of they in with these gangs, it's trouble. It's got a lot of problems. And the question is, they want to solve it with the politicians, but the politicians ain't trying to do that. Trying to worry about that. They want y'all to go ahead, want us to go ahead and kill each other, run each other off, bring those property values down, Give it a few more years, if that long. Let's see how many of the mother folks start moving in. You know, once they can get rid of as many of us as they can through murder and then through prison, then they can start moving them folks in, they people in when the price of property is cheap, and then build these high-rise apartments and get your people out. It's been going on all over the country. This is nothing new. It's just only a matter of time before they take over. But I think, like I said, the question I asked is like, you know, where are the programs? Where's the Boys and Girls Club of America? You know, YMCA. Why do I hear YMCA? Yeah, a little pricey, but the Boys and Girls Club, that's usually sometimes you get that for free, or very little money. Where's the church? Used to be the church was the foundation of the black community. You got problems, you go to the church. You got needs, you go to the church. Now it's like, the only place you see church is on TV with these mega churches. And you don't hear about schools that they have, you don't hear about daycares, you don't hear about job programs or programs to help people get back into the community who may have been in prison. You don't hear about these things, not on the media, not on black media, not anywhere. Like rarely. I know it was a video I did a few years ago about a preacher who like bought a bunch of houses that was around the church, and he sold those houses or rented them out or what have you for the church members. So he was actually doing things with the church money to help the church people. That's how you build a congregation. That's how you build a community. But you don't hear about that. I don't hear no preachers coming on the news except after somebody get killed, after the fact, and they don't want to pray about it and ask God for forgiveness. But but the church ain't, from what I see, not putting in work now. If they are, shoot me a video. Shoot me a link, let me see it. And I'll definitely comment on it, and I'll definitely post about it. But I think the church needs to, be a lot more involved in these youngsters' life. And then you might think, well, okay, these cats are, they're too far gone. They're teenagers, 20 years old, in their 20s. They're just too far gone. Well, my solution to that is, if they're too far gone, you just gotta let them go. And you start with the babies, because that's where the mother folk get your kids. They brainwash them when they're kids. They know by the time someone is in their teens, 12, 13 years old, they pretty much are who they're gonna be, unless by some miracle they change. So if I can indoctrinate lies and deception into the babies, shoot, I got them for life. It's gonna take you a lifetime to get them right, just by what I do for the first 5 or 6 years of your child's life. So you send your kids to them schools, they indoctrinate them quick, especially history class. I remember teaching us, misconceptions. They're already trying to change history with slavery and things, call people, now I don't want to call them slaves no more, call them like some kind of workers, free labor, something like that. Trying to downplay what happened instead of telling the truth. And as we get older, we come to find there's a whole lot of stuff out there that they're not telling us. Information they're not giving us. But again, that's because they started as babies, teaching your kids how to learn their way. And they give you just enough so that you will believe that what they told you is the truth. So yeah, if they in their teenage years, 20s, and you feel they're too far gone, you don't have to worry about them. You worry about the babies. Teach them right, so when they get older, they won't follow that same path. They may make a mistake here or two, but in the end, they'll fall back on what they learn. And then one more point I want to say is Vlad TV. I haven't watched Vlad TV in a long time. know at least a year or so, probably longer than that, but because I got tired of seeing these young brothers get on there and pretty much telling themselves about the crimes they commit. And Vlad just eating it up. And he's getting a million views, making money off of these young brothers, you know, putting their business out there, and then they get in trouble. And the first thing people want to say is, oh man, Vlad the feds. Oh man, Vlad snitching. No, them young brothers telling themselves. Vlad gave them a platform, and they ran with it. And if his videos are one of the reasons, well, I'm quite sure it is. I'm quite sure it played a part in it. It plays a part in them getting caught, so be it. I mean, he chose to do it. You can't get mad at him because they do it anyway. Like I said before, they do it to themselves. When they go on Facebook making these videos, bragging about everything they've done, all the crimes they committed. So you can't get mad at Vlad, but you have to understand that he interviews a lot of up-and-coming rappers who are trying to get that quick shine. And they get on here and they tell all their business. And like I said, he make a killing off of it, and he has no conscience in the world, could care less what happens to you after the fact. He knows what's going to happen when he put these videos out. He knows that if you go out there and, go out there and claiming the FBG gang or whatever gang, O Block, Vice Lords, Crips, Bloods, whatever the case, whatever gang you claim. He knows if you go out there claiming a gang, he knows he's going to get a lot of views. He knows he's going to get a lot of views. And so he's going to run with it. He's going to take it and go with it. So again, like I said, these youngsters got to understand, somebody got to put some knowledge in these youngsters' heads that, hey, this internet, this illegal stuff, this stuff does not go together. As a matter of fact, you need to get out this illegal game, because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. It was the generation before me that could walk into a restaurant, shoot a restaurant up, drop the gun and walk up. Then you got the DNA evidence. Then you was able to trace fingerprints. And then you got the DNA evidence now, where they can get a hair and check it, and trace the DNA back. And now you got these cameras and these videos. So it's like, to me, it's like I'll tell you what, like my dad told me before. If you commit a crime in this country, if you commit a crime anywhere, you can't be the sharpest tool in the shed, because they have cameras everywhere. Everywhere you go, somebody got a camera. If it ain't on the wall, it's in your hand. And with that being said, hey, tell me what you think about this whole story. So leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, if you want to support the channel, hit the description box, hit the website, buy some merchandise, help support the channel. If you want to start, or if you already started a YouTube channel, click on that TubeBuddy link. Get started. You can sign up for free. It'll help you out. It'll help you find hot topics. Show you how to get the key tags, keywords, so that way you can create video, create contents, and try to boost your views. And with that being said, I leave you the same way I came. That's a peace.